Hi, welcome to Math 251, Statistics for Science. My name is Clark Loveridge. You can call me Clark with no title. Typically, statistics are used to make predictions about a population based on data from a sample. For example, data from several thousand voters may use to make predictions about how millions of voters are going to vote. Data on several hundred patients may be used to make predictions about how effective a drug will be on or a treatment will be on millions of patients. Data from several thousand television viewers are used to make predictions about which shows millions of television viewers are watching. And that's going to affect the advertising rates. Advertisers are willing to pay more for an ad if they know a lot of people are watching the show. So statistics are used in a lot of different fields: medicine, business, science. The focus on this course is statistics for science. I'm actually using a business statistics book because that seemed to be the most sort of balancing price, and also what the topics covered. It seemed to best fit for our course. But I'll also be bringing in medical examples. You don't really have to buy the actual physical textbook. If you buy it, it looks like this. I think it costs like $50 or $60. But the electronic version of the book is free, and there's several ways you can get that. The electronic version of text is in the course files. It's also in the software that we'll be using. You do have to pay for the software, but we'll be using software for submission of homework and exams. So we'll be meeting in person Monday, Wednesday from 2:40 to 4:40 in room BR29 on main campus. It is an in-person class, but the homework and the exams will be submitted online using publisher-provided software called WebAssign, and that costs, depending on where you buy it, it costs like between $40 and $60. So let me go to get into the course on Canvas. You want to let's go to Canvas. I'm going to share my screen here, and if I can share. Okay, so so here's my screen. Your screen might look a little bit different, but you want to go to Canvas. You can access Canvas from my CCP, and go to Canvas and click on our course, which is Math 251, Section 003. And right now the home page is the course syllabus. Eventually I will make it the course modules, because there's weekly modules that really give you the information you need and the links that you need for the week-to-week work. Right now the home page is the syllabus, so I'll just scroll through the syllabus here. So it just says a little bit about statistics at the beginning, information about contacting me. The best way is through email. The best way is to email me from Canvas, because if you email me from Canvas, then I'll see your name and the course, and that helps me to better know how to respond. You can also email me directly at cloveridge@ccp.edu. Office hours, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Again, the class is meeting in person Monday, Wednesday, 2:40 to 4:40 in room BR29. Office hours are 12:30 to 2 Monday, Wednesday, 3 to 4:30 Tuesday, Thursday. the textbook, there's a link here to the textbook. You can also get it in the course files. If you notice on the side here, yeah, if you click on course files, I think it might be easier to download from the course files. It's also available on WebAssign. WebAssign is the publisher-provided software that we'll be using. The text itself is open resource, which means the electronic version is free. But the software that we'll be using from the publisher is $35 to $55, depending on where you buy it. And if you're using bookstore credit, you'll have to buy it from the bookstore, and it'll be probably closer to $55. If you're paying with a credit card, it's going to be cheaper to buy it directly from the publisher. That'll be, I think, $35 plus some handling fee that and tax. Maybe it comes to about $40. So if you go to webassign.net, if we click on this link here, webassign.net, you want to first enter the class key, and our class key is on the syllabus, but it's letters and numbers and spaces. It'll be CCP space, and then sure I got the right one here. It's 6585, 6585, and then another space, and 5805, 5805. That's our class key. And you click on enroll, and actually, eventually they'll want you to buy an access code. You can put in the access code immediately on the enrollment process, or you can. They do give a grace period of about 2 weeks where you can continue to use the software for homework and exams the first 2 weeks without paying, but eventually you want to put in an access code. But anyway, I'll click on enroll after you put in the class key, and that'll take you through the steps of enrolling in WebAssign. So that's where you'll submit the homework and the classwork. Okay, so let's go back to Canvas here. The syllabus, the calculators. You'll need a 2-variable calculator, such as TI-30X2. This is maybe something like $20, and it will handle 1 variable and 2 variable statistics. For the price, I think it's the best calculator for this class. The TI-30X without the Roman numeral 2 will handle 1 variable statistics, but not the 2 variable statistics. I think it's better to get the TI-30X with the Roman numeral 2. We'll have weekly class discussions also. So there's a soft deadline of Wednesday for your initial post for the weekly class discussion, and then the hard deadline of Saturday, 11:59 p.m. Saturday. Each week I like to post at least 1 initial discussion post, and then respond to 2 other learners. And the reason for the soft deadline of Wednesday for your initial post is that gives other learners a chance to respond to you. But the hard deadline is 11:59 p.m. Saturday each week. So each week is going to be a different topic. The first week the topic is just to introduce yourself, and then the other topics in other weeks sometimes related to specifically to the topics we're studying in the course, or sometimes they're responding to quotes from mathematicians. But anyway, there'll be a discussion topic of each week. The grading discussions, 5 points per week, times 15 weeks, total of 75 points. Homework that's submitted through WebAssign. The discussions are in Canvas. Homework is in WebAssign, 5 points per week, times 15 weeks, total of 75 points. There's 3 unit exams. 100 points each, a total of 300 points. So the total, not counting the final exam, is going to be 450 points. And the final exam, I count in two different ways, whichever is to your advantage. The final exam, 150 out of 600 points, which would be about 25% of your grade, or 1,050 out of 1,500 points, which would be about 70% of your grade. So it's basically the final exam, either about 25% of your grade or 70% of your grade, whichever works to your advantage. And then at the end of the semester, 90 to 100 is A, 80 to 89 B, 70 to 79 C, and so forth. If you need special accommodations for learning disabilities or other disabilities, you can contact the Center on Disability. They're in room PG 39, phone number 215-751-8050. Okay, so the last day to withdraw, November 21st. Yeah, if you're not doing well, contact me and we can discuss it. Maybe I hate to see people drop a course, but it's hopefully it won't come to that. And then yeah, at the end of Canvas automatically puts these assignments in at the end of the course, but these you can. I mean, if you click on these, it's nothing really going to happen. It sort of brings up a blank assignment, so you can pretty much ignore those. These things here. I mean, it does give you an idea of which assignments are due when, but these links, when you click on them, nothing happens. This is the way you submit your assignments or the discussions. Well, it's going to be through the modules. So if you click on modules, we have weekly modules here, and each week we'll have an overview for that week, a set of learning goals for that week. These are all clickable links. And then I have some YouTube videos, especially if you miss the class. Attendance is recommended but not required. If you do need to miss class, these videos are videos that I made and posted them on YouTube, and they're basically cover the topics for that week. Some weeks there's a lot of videos, some weeks not so many, but the first week there's quite a few. And these are the first topics of the course. And then the first week discussion. So you access the discussion through here, and here's the week for first week discussion here. First week discussion is basically to introduce yourself. Go back to the modules here. Once the semester starts, I'm going to make the modules the home page, because this is where all the action is, so to speak. This is basically everything you need to know. We have the links to office hours here. There's a link to WebAssign, so you can click on this link and use that for to submit homework and exams. So that's basically the same idea each week. Second week measures the spread, and discussion on real-world statistics, bringing an example of real-world statistics. Link to WebAssign, link to office hours, link to help and resources. Week 3, more videos. Week 4, now week 4 I don't have any videos because there's no new topics. Week 4 is review and exams. So you can review the other videos from the previous weeks. There's also a review assignment. If you click on WebAssign, there's a review assignment. There's also what I call a question bank for the exam. That's that's it's not required. It's a longer kind of a longer review for the exam, but it's optional. It's not required. But the shorter review assignment is part of your homework, and then there's a longer review in case you want more practice for the exam, and then the first exam. So anyway, there's 15 modules, one module each week, and so that's basically where you'll access the course. So I think that's pretty much it. Well, let me go on files here. If you click on files, well, first of all, you'll see transcript. If you click on transcripts, these are basically lecture notes for each of the topics of the course. So it's the same information that's in the videos on YouTube, but if you like to see them in written form, here they are. And there's formulas and tables that we'll be using. Let's go back to the main menu here. Here we have the textbook. So you can download the PDF file. You can download that. That's the electronic version of the textbook. If you want, you can print it out. It's called an open resource book, so that means you don't have to pay for it. There's also click on grades here. Find out what your grades are. I actually I transfer the grades from WebAssign into Canvas, and I also transfer the grades from the discussion into the grade book in Canvas. So so you don't actually have to put in your grades. You can when we get closer to the end, if you want it, like for example, if in the last week of the course, if you want to do a what if I get this on the final, what would my grade be? You can put in grades, sort of what if grades in Canvas here. Go back to the home page here. Okay, so yeah, people. Okay, so yeah, the office hours will be on Zoom, and go back to the syllabus here. So this is I'll actually go back to modules. So if you click on this link here, you can that's a link to office hours. So anyway, that I think that's about it. So anyway, welcome to the course, and look forward to seeing you in the fall.